Hello?
Hi.
I can hardly hear you. I've got my
I can get closer.
hello. Good. I can hear you.
Okay.
Oh, hey, how's it going? It's
Hi.
been a little while, right? Ray?
Yeah. Yep. Is that bright enough? Hold on. Let me see. I can bring this light a little
Got
closer.
a little sun in the sky, so I'm a little. There we go. How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
I don't know. It's been a few weeks since we last spoke, I think.
Yeah.
So in that interim, up or down in weight?
Up. I know. I don't know what's wrong with me.
I mean,
I
that's why.
think relax somehow, and my motivation drifts, and I'm like, something in my mindset is not clicking. It's not. I mean, yeah. I basically gained everything. Oops, sorry. I gained everything that I had lost. So
Yeah.
I'm 168, and I was 161 2 weeks ago.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Where did you first start? What were you when you first started?
Well, this last round, because I've been over the last couple of years, I keep coming back.
Right.
So right on the same. Well, no. Technically, I started back. I reset. I was doing my reset at 172.
Okay.
About a month and a half ago.
Okay. Look, you want to be thin, right? I mean, that's why we're here, right? You want this, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, I had to give myself a little pep talk this weekend. Actually, it was more of a scolding talk. I don't know how else to say it.
Right.
I had to what would some people call it, a coming to Jesus moment. Like, what is my motivation? Why do I keep finding myself in the same spot?
Right.
I think maybe I'm just not ready for the regular food, and I need to really just commit to
But
the a little bit.
fine, and I agree. But first, I think you've got to be really clear on why you want to get thin.
Right.
Why do you want to get thin?
The main reason is I want to live a long, healthy, happy life with my son.
I love that, right? But here's the problem. You're young. So
Right.
you're not feeling any of the ill effects from being overweight. And without that constant reminder, dealing with, the struggles of having had a stroke or dealing with chronic chest pain or shortness of breath or arthritis, without constant reminders, I think in the back of your mind, you're probably thinking to yourself, well, maybe I'll be the lucky one. Maybe I won't come down with those diseases and I'll just live a long, healthy life, a little bit overweight, and that'll just be the way it is.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm picking up, but I think you might be right. Like in the back of my mind, I just ignore the thought of that happening.
But you know that something bad is going to happen. I mean, it's a given. That's the problem. And there's no saying when or where it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. But putting that aside, don't you want to look thin? Don't you like that look?
I do.
I mean, it's great. I'm like the thinnest guy around, and I love it. God, I love, I go to Starbucks every day. Usually there's like a lot of high schoolers who come in. I'm thinner than all of them. I love it.
I do really miss that. I miss being, I miss kind of that attention that kind of comes with it a little bit. And
yeah, I mean, of course. My point is this. I think you're a little bit young to be totally focused on the health benefits of the weight loss for right now, because you're thinking in your mind, you know what, I am young, and I've got a lot of years to work on this, so I don't need to do it today. But what isn't waiting for you to finally make up your choice is your youth, and you're only going to be this age one time in your life, and you want to maximize how you look and feel, but how you look at this age. I mean, this is the time to get out there and just have fun with your friends and dating and whatever. I mean, I forget. Are you married? I can't remember.
No, not married.
Okay. So dating and with your kids, whatever. But this is the time to really get out there and have a blast, right?
Right.
This is why you need to do it now. And so I keep asking, why are you spinning your wheels? what value are you getting out of just eating extra all the time? You're not achieving anything.
I'm not, and that's why I can't figure out why I keep sliding back. And should I keep trying to focus on figuring out why I'm sliding back, or just figure out the why I need to?
Maybe. So when you do, I mean, obviously, right? When you do screw up on a given meal,
Yeah.
I guess the question is, at that moment, what are you thinking? Why are you not thinking about getting thin? Is the desire to eat, the fun of eating, the taste of eating, the fulfillment of hunger when you eat, does that override your desire to get thin? And that's really what it all comes down to. And all it takes is it overriding your desire during the moments that the food's sitting in front of you, right, to completely lead you off track. That's it. You've got to be focused and on your game all the time. Even, when the pressure is at its greatest to eat, the temptations are at the greatest, that's when you've got to really be on your game. But you've got to remind yourself of why you want to get thin when you're not super hungry, when the temptations aren't there. And then just recite those in your mind when the temptations are there. But that's why I say you've got to be really clear on why you want to be thin. I just know this. I think when I did, I wasn't 100% sure why I wanted to do it. I just wanted to be healthier. But I'm a doctor, right? So it's what I do. Once I got here, I'm like, oh my God, it is so fantastic. I can't imagine living any other way.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I'm out here, just hounding it over and over again. You've got to get thin, you've got to get thin, you've got to cross that finish line and experience what it feels like. Then, hey, you're on your own. The reality is, of all those patients that I've had who've crossed the finish line, I don't know, an exceedingly small percentage have gained weight thereafter. Why would they? They're still eating all the same food. They're loving what they eat. They're filling up at the same time. But most importantly, they just simply love feeling thin and athletic and, energetic and the whole bit. I mean, everything else goes along with it. This is the way we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be thin. We were designed to be really thin people. And society has intervened and, just conventions and eating habits and whatever, they've sort of gotten in the way. But this is not the way we're designed. We're designed to be really thin. I want to help to get you there so that you can feel once and for all what it really feels like to live and to thrive. And then you're there. You'll be there forever. There's just no doubt in my mind. It's sort of why when I first wrote the book, I didn't even put in a maintenance section because I knew that once you cross the finish line, you were going to know instinctively how to stay there. You're going to want to stay there. And you're going to find your own way. You can do your own trials and tribulations. And you're going to eventually find whatever regimen keeps you at that perfect weight. But the trick really is getting there in the first place. So I put in a maintenance section to help those people, maybe who haven't even gotten quite there yet, just to sort of get a taste of what I'm thinking when as I stay here. But again, I mean, first and foremost, we gotta get thin. I want you to want to get thin. I think that's the biggest thing. Remember how I start off the book? First and foremost, I mean, there are two kinds of people. There's those who say they want to get thin and they really mean it, and those who say they get thin and they don't. Right? Those who want to get thin, those who want to lose weight because they truly want to be thin. That's how I want you. I want you to want to be really thin and to get all the benefits from that of being thin, right?
Right.
So we just got to do it. And I guess here's the thing. If you want to do it, if you truly want to get thin, then what are you waiting for? Because you can either drag this out and make the entire process literally torture, or it's hard, but just get it done. Just knock it out and be done with the whole thing.
Yeah, I agree.
So then let's do it. So I mean, you agree. So let's do it, right?
So what was happening was I was trying to do the 5 bites of regular food, like what I would normally eat, which is generally a vegan diet.
Okay.
But I don't know where I was slipping, but somewhere I was slipping and maybe eating a few extra bites or having, a glass or two of wine or having popcorn because my son was sitting there next to me eating popcorn next to me. So just like little things like that, I feel like just kind of started adding up and pushed me back to my.
They do. They add up. Not only that, but they
the last, what has it been, 3 weeks since I've seen you last, I think. So,
yeah.
So yeah, I think this weekend, I realized I just need to get it done.
Okay.
And if that means I need to stick with the stupid bars
So
for
why don't you do that? Why
4 or
don't you
5
do that every
weeks,
single
I'm
day?
gonna stick with the bars
Yeah,
just to get it done. And because I'm so tired of trying to like eat just a little bit and then being tempted to keep craving. When I eat a bar, I don't want to go back for a second one.
perfect. Then just
So
stick with bars. Let's just make it easy.
yeah,
Again, the next
I hate that I have to stick to the bars, but at least I found bars that I'm satisfied with, and they're not too sugary. And
fine, number one. Number two, I don't want you to be enjoying food right now anyway,
no,
right? Our enjoyment comes from the idea that we're getting thin. We're getting thinner than anybody we know. That's a lot more, that tastes better than any food that's out there.
maybe that's my problem. I find enjoyment and fun in the flavors of food and dining with people, and so I keep getting drawn back to that. But I need to
Right.
keep the monotony for a while and
Right.
just do it.
I want you to want to be thinner than everybody else around you more than you enjoy food. Just for now, not forever, right? But for now.
Yeah.
When you're thin, maintaining it is going to be fun and easy. And then it is a lot of fun to go out with family and friends and whatever and to eat at nice restaurants, whatever. Then it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
But first, we've got to finish this project, and we have to establish perfect control, which will come with completing the project. Got to focus on finishing this thing first. And honestly, the faster you do it, the easier it is in the long run. I promise you. So let's just do bars. Let's do bars. There's nothing else. There's no value to taking an extra bite of anything. And then you're going to start to justify in your mind, well, isn't taking a bite of, I don't know, an apple or a banana, isn't that like healthy or good for me in some way? And the reality is no, absolutely not. Please, you are taking a multivitamin, right?
Yes.
Then we're good.
The last few weeks I hadn't.
So go back to taking that multivitamin. Just get into the routine. Take a multivitamin. And if nothing else, it completely takes away this idea of, oh, I should have a bite of that because that is good. Because that's just not the case. You've got everything your body needs on the inside. Take your multivitamin. Everything's covered. Now all I need you to do is just stick to it. Recognize that you're going to be hungry, but so what? It's fine. It's good. It means that you're moving to a place where other people are not willing to go. Great. That's a great thing. And you'll be done with this project before you know it. And then just stick to it. Get into that routine. As you've done before, you know. But once you get into that routine and things start to move, it's going to feel really, really good.
Yeah.
And then that'll feel better than eating, right? And you may even at some point along the way want to go out and sit down with your friends while they eat a fancy meal just to prove that you don't have to have one bite. It's a pretty bold thing to do, but it's a fun exercise. You know, just to prove to yourself that you can do it. You can sit there for an hour surrounded with nothing but friends, talk, good chatter, and food, and still not give in to me. It's a great thing.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, let's give it a shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Could also not sleeping very well cause problems with the weight loss, or no?
Not really, unless you're getting up and eating.
No.
It should not affect it shouldn't. I think the reason why they say that a short sleep cycle contributes to weight gain is because that's usually when people are up and eating. It just means they're spending more wakened hours eating. The more time that you're asleep, the less opportunity you have to eat, if you will. So that's why we tend to see that. Nothing magical about running the metabolism any differently or anything like that. So, yeah. Just if you can sleep, great. If you can't, oh well. Maybe, I don't know, do whatever you do if you wake up in the middle of the night.
Actually, working or.
Yeah, you could do that, or work on your phone, or play on your phone, whatever. Drink some hot water. I think that's always a good thing to do in the middle of the night. And then just, try and get back. Do some relaxation techniques or some mental techniques while you're lying there in bed. Do sort of, I don't know what you like to do. I like to play golf, for example. So I'll replay a certain course. I'm playing a course in my mind over and over again until it just knocks me out and just asleep. I get bored of it. I play the same course over and over again. And then, always trying to improve on the hits and working on technique. But next thing I know is I'm asleep. So something like that will help you fall asleep. But again, the sleep's not going to impact your weight unless you're eating.
Okay.
All right, so you're going to give this a go?
Yeah,
Let's
for
do
sure.
it. Bars
Yeah,
only.
bars
Bars
only.
only. Just prove that you can do it. And you know what? Honestly, just the act of being perfect and eating nothing but a bar, it is so filling. It tastes so good. It's better than the best meal you'd ever had. It really is amazing.
Oh, when
It's
you were talking about the multivitamin, like
yeah,
I'm feeling like I'm getting my nutrients in.
yeah.
That it kind of triggered something. I'm thinking, well, maybe that might be partly why I'm also slipping backwards, because the last few years, everything I had been taught through, going through, vegetarian and then vegan, and
Right, right,
is that you have to get all of these fruits and
right.
veggies
Yeah,
in you in order to for your
everything's covered. Take
body
your.
to run right. And so I think maybe that might, in the back of my mind,
I
keeps.
think so. I
Yeah.
honestly do. Just from talking to you and seeing you go up and down, I think that probably is something like that. Something subconscious like that is going on.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. That's once again, I want you to take that multivitamin. Know that all of our bases then are covered, and then just give in to the regimen. It's perfect. It's exact. It keeps the metabolism going just perfectly. Everything's right,
Okay.
and you will start to see some incredible results. All right, and it's fun, and it feels good, and it tastes good, and it's a great thing. So let's do it. It's hard, but on the other hand, it should be kind of exciting, because once you say to yourself, you know what, I am going to do this. This time I am going to do it. This is the one. Oh my gosh, this time I'm actually going to do it. You can feel it, right? You sort of get the excitement inside, and you just know that this time is the one. Starting at that moment, just be perfect every meal, and that keeps the momentum going. Oh my God, I not only did I say I was going to do it, but I've been doing it perfectly. I mean, there's nothing that's more exciting and motivating than that.
I wish I had your motivation and
You
excitement.
do. And you just need to get the ball rolling.
I keep thinking, I'm worried I'm just going to screw up again. But
It might happen. But you know what? Just take it meal by meal and just try and be absolutely perfect at dinner time. I don't know. Have you already had dinner?
Yeah.
Did you have a bar, or what'd you have?
Yes, bar.
That's it?
Mm-hmm.
Will you go to bed without eating again?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Perfect.
It's 6:20. I go to bed in about an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Drink water, of course. Go to bed. Tomorrow morning, power through without anything to eat in the morning, except a multivitamin. If you can take it without food, that's great. And then just one bar at lunch. And that bar at lunch, because you're starving at that point, eating just that one bar, but not a thing else, go out 15 minutes. So you got to count down the minutes. You've eaten the bar. Oh my God, I'm so hungry. I need something. Start looking around for stuff. Just start counting down the minutes. In 15 minutes, that hunger will be completely gone.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're talking. Now you're like, oh my gosh, I did it. I said I was going to do it, and I took that first step perfectly in the right direction. I haven't screwed up a thing. I'm just going to do it again.
Something to distract myself for 15 minutes with that.
Whatever it is, whatever it takes. Just got to make it out 15 minutes. And, when you made it out 3 minutes, you're like, good, I'm 3 minutes into 15. And then I'm 5 minutes in, I'm 10 minutes in, and it gets exciting. And next thing you know, you're right, I'm just not even hungry anymore. And you're there.
Yeah, it usually hits me about 2 hours after eating the 5
There
bite.
again, when the hunger hits, just count down the minutes. Try and go 15 minutes. As soon as the hunger hits, that's when you've got 15 minutes. Set the clock, the timer for 15 minutes. You've got to power through for 15 minutes until that wave of hunger goes away. Sip on hot water, drink hot tea or coffee. Those are all good things. Chew gum.
Don't grab the handful of walnuts.
You cannot eat. Yeah, you just can't do it. Not that the handful of walnuts is going to really do all that much in terms of weight. I mean, how much does a handful of walnuts really weigh?
Yeah.
But what it does do is it tells you subconsciously that it's okay to not be perfect. And that is absolutely the wrong thing. We need to be perfect absolutely as long and as hard and as long and as hard as possible until we've crossed that finish line. We just got to do this, right?
Yes.
We've got to do this. This is the time. And as hard as it is easier if you are perfect day in and day out for 30 straight days, whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I've got a little ticker, that like a little sheet where I'm ticking off the next 7 weeks, 49 days.
Fine. Those are all good things.
We'll see.
Those are all good things. I mean, I like those things, but it's when you're around food that you've got to be really sharp. You've got to be on your game. Stay focused. Don't let anything but, for right now, for this week, nothing but the bar. Just that's it. A bar or nothing. Water, coffee, bar, that's it. Only options. Okay?
All right.
Do it.
Yes.
Good to see you. All right. Good to see you. We'll see you again next week.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.